Thank you for spending your holiday with me here on Today's Woman. It's good to have you for company today. And happy holidays to all of you. I hope you do remember why today is a holiday. Make sure you find some time to pray for Ghana as we celebrate Republic Day today, 1st of July. 2011. Well, today we're talking about colors. Do you know what best suit your skin? Do you find it difficult matching colors when you want to go out anywhere? Well, today we're going to help you. We're going to make it very, very easy for you to match colors with your skin tone. My guest, Jennifer Agyeman, will take us through. But today's woman is sponsored by Latest Film is your partner for life. We're supported by Ice Cool Purified Water is the only clean, clear drinking water. I'm costumed by Meslin Creation, which is located on the main Kaneshima Island Road, just opposite the Chaba bus stop. All right, so my guest, Jennifer, is an image and life coach. Jennifer, first of all, I mean, why should we even be interested in colors?
Okay, first of all, thanks for having me here on your show today. It's great to be here. Colors should interest us because it's everywhere. When we come to describe somebody or a situation or a room or an outfit, the first thing we normally talk about is the color. It has psychological effects on us, it affects our mood, it makes us feel good or not. And everything has a color, from nature, you know, to the things in your room. So that's why we should be concerned about it. We can't get away from it, basically.
But what should the colors that you decide to wear on any particular day say about you as an individual?
Okay, so I think firstly your personality is important, and also what you're doing. So if you're going to work, you know, we know that certain colors are more corporate than others. If you're going out in the evening, certain colors are more appropriate. So it should say that you know who you're about, what you're about. You know, as today's woman, you should know that certain colors will work for certain occasions, but not so much for others. Because by being aware that the color that you're wearing actually gives a message, and making sure it's the right message that you give across to people.
Okay, all right. And I think this is really important, and it's going to be really, really helpful because almost every woman at one point or the other finds it very difficult to, because sometimes, you know, we have a lot of things in our closet, and then we still say, I don't have anything to wear.
Yes.
Only because we don't know what to match with what.
Yes, precisely. The main thing is to make sure the color actually goes with your unique coloring. Talking about your skin tone, your hair color, and your eyes. You know, even though we're mostly women of color, there are different variations that you may not be aware of. So the first thing, make sure it matches your skin tone. If it goes with you, you will look better in it, and actually you feel great in it also. So once it matches you, they're more likely to match each other. And then you can have fewer clothes but have more choice. Sure. Because you can coordinate them more easily.
Okay. But we do have a little quiz
Oh, yes.
coming up. You'd call us later if you know the answer. But so it means that you have to listen to whatever it is that we're discussing very carefully, because the questions are going to come out from what we're discussing.
Absolutely.
So let's just go through the basic things about colors.
Okay.
I know they're primary, they're secondary, so take us through the primary colors.
Okay, great. So there are 3 primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. Okay. Then you've got your 3 secondary colors, which is when you mix any 2 primary colors. So if you mix red and yellow, you get orange. If you mix blue and yellow, you get green. And red and blue gives you purple. So 3 primary, red, yellow, and blue. 3 secondary, purple, orange, and green. And actually, even though there are millions of variations and shades, there are only 11 colors. So your 3 primary, red, yellow, blue, 3 secondary, orange, purple, and green. And then you've got black and white, pink, brown, and grey. That's it.
Okay.
You know, but then depending on how the colors are mixed, it creates all the beautiful array and inspirational colors that we see around us every day. The billions, actually, that we see.
But I guess the big question, really, the difficulty is, how do I know what suits me as an individual?
Okay.
And if I want to be daring, because usually we have our favorite colors. So would my favorite color be necessarily the color that would suit me best?
Okay, I understand. Okay, so because color has emotional kind of, you know, connections, sometimes we like a color because growing up, maybe our mother or somebody we loved or a nice room that we liked had that color. That could make it your favorite. Sometimes it may suit you, and other times it may not. And what we find is within your wardrobe, there'll be certain colors that you find you wear more than others. You know, it is said that I think 80% of women only wear 20% of their wardrobe all the time. Okay, so you'll have colors which are your favorites, but the key is to think about how the color actually makes you feel and how it makes you look. That's the key.
How it makes you feel and look.
Yes, because if you look good in it, you feel great in it.
But if I feel good in it, does it necessarily mean that?
Okay, so not all the time. Like I said, it could be because you can relate or connect certain happy memories with that color. So the only true way to know is actually to see a qualified color consultant, which is what I am. So what we do, and we'll be doing this later, having a demonstration, we actually take the different colors. I've got some samples here. Say for blue, there are 4 different shades of blue, and only one would be the ideal blue for you, for example, Maamavi, because of your unique coloring. So what we do is we drape you, and we, by a process of elimination, find out the one color which shares your depth, your clarity, and your undertone. And that's what we're looking for, to see what suits you. If it shares your 3 characteristics, then you'd be like, wow, we keep saying it suits you. It would really just suit you because it's almost like it was made for you. It will blend with you beautifully.
So you're saying that with the different shades of blue, only one would suit me?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, they'll all look okay on you because most colors will suit everybody, but only one would make you look like, wow, you're dressed, you stand out in the crowd, you look more powerful, you look more confident, you look more comfortable. Yes, only one would be the color for you.
So if I feel I look good in yellow, and I wear and I feel good, I feel good.
Okay.
Would it mean, or would it translate to me wearing the right colors outside?
Okay, so yellow is an interesting one because it can make us feel very happy and very positive, but too much of it can actually depress you. You can go totally the other way because it's that bright. Yellow is a color that most people can only really wear, in prints. So with your undertone, you're either going to be warm, which is kind of yellowy, or cool, which is more bluey. Okay, so if you feel good in yellow, okay, wear it, but depending where you're going and how you want to be perceived, it may not be appropriate. So how you feel plays a part, but then how it looks on you is also very important. Yes.
Okay. So what are the formal colors that you can easily wear to work?
Okay. So the corporate colors are the darker ones because they're more kind of neutral, more subdued, where you'll be taken seriously, not for what the colors won't actually be speaking louder than you. So black is normally very good, again depending on your coloring, or brown can be good, navy or grey. So it depends, which industry you're in. But to look very corporate, authoritative, very powerful, where people stand to attention when they see you, then black. Black. Black and the dark colors. But again,
combined with whites.
Okay, so black and white are the starkest
because
contrast.
That's very common.
It's very common, but I'll be honest with you, black and white doesn't look as good on everybody. If you're kind of a warm, muted coloring, then black and white together often looks too sharp and too stark on you. So black and white can work in most situations, but not all. It just depends,
Okay.
If you're aware that it may not be your colors.
Are there party colors?
Oh yes, all the lovely bright staring, so you've got your fuchsia pink, you've got the oranges, turquoise, the colors that turn heads, and then obviously red, And again, party, a lot of women feel comfortable dressed in black for evening because we believe it makes us look slimmer. It hides, parts of our body.
Isn't that the evening color?
Sorry, isn't it an evening color?
Isn't that the evening color? Black.
It can be because it's sophisticated, it's elegant, but it depends where you're going to. If you went to an event and everybody had on black, imagine what picture you would be painting. So it's good to kind of mix it, with the right color accessories and so on, and then obviously with the right color makeup and everything would really make a difference in wearing black.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at this point,
yes,
can we just take the questions so people can start jotting the answers down?
Okay. So you're lucky because you actually asked me the questions right after we said the competition.
Yeah.
So to win a free image consultation with Amazing You, which I'm the director of, list the 3 primary colors and the 3 secondary colors.
List the 3 primary colors and the secondary colors,
Yes.
which we have talked about.
Yes. So that'll be 6 in total. Okay. That'll be the first prize. If you phone in first and you get those right, you get the first prize. The second prize, to get a color analysis consultation where we can find out, we can determine your natural coloring and what suits you. If you can just tell us, actually I haven't given this one yet, so we'd have to come back to it.
Okay.
I haven't talked about it.
Because
so
I thought it had something to do with color groupings.
Yeah, we haven't discussed.
Oh, yeah, we haven't discussed it. Okay, cool. But you're watching Today's Woman. This holiday, of course, we're live on TV3, but we're also live on the internet at tv3.com.gh, and we're talking colors. So if you find it difficult knowing what best suits your skin, that's why we're here. We're going to get Very, very practical a bit later on. And of course, we're going to open the phone lines as well. You can call us with your questions or your comments on 0302 763 470, 763 470. But today's woman is proudly sponsored by Latest Foam, your partner for life. And if you're watching, you're sleeping on Latest Foam, you get everything, and you can even call and get the answers to the questions right. You know, Latest Foam is your partner for life. We're supported by Ice Cool Purified Water is for the cool in you. And today I'm costumed by Messlin Creation, which is located on the main Kanishi Malam Road, just opposite the Chaba bus stop. And my guest, of course, is Jennifer Agyeman. Okay, so let's get to the color groupings. So
Great.
the question can come.
Okay, great.
What should we know about that?
Okay, so there are 4 color groupings because this is based on the seasonal color analysis system. So they are winter, summer, autumn, and spring. Okay, and this isn't about the seasons that we have here in Ghana. It's not about only wearing different clothes for different seasons. But if you look at nature, say on a winter's day, there's bright contrast. You know, this is like maybe in the west. Maybe it snowed, but it's very dark. Everything's very cool. It's icy, sharp contrast. If you're the kind of person, maybe you're fair skin with very dark hair, that's the kind of look you have naturally. So in that instance, then the bright winter colors will suit you. Okay, so there's, like I said, there are 4: winter, summer, autumn, and spring.
Okay, I think we're looking at some of the colors now.
Okay, great.
Yeah, on the screen right now. So these are the winter colors.
Yes, on the right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
These
exactly
are the
on the
winter
screen.
colors.
Yes, they are.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you can wear these colors too.
Oh, I mean, if this is your color palette, you can wear it anyway. Basically, you mix and match them. So winters look really great when you mix the very dark colors with the lighter colors. So that creates the contrast I was talking about. So if you have that in your look naturally, what you're trying to do is reinforce it. Because I mean, God didn't make any mistakes, right? You're just trying to help him.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. So you want to help, basically, use what you have and make the most of it.
Okay. But you're saying winter. Somebody would say, okay, how would you translate winter here in Ghana?
Okay, so great. So it's just about contrast and cool. So cool colors, but there's brightness in them.
Okay.
So like I said, there are only 11 colors, but depending how bright, how muted, how warm, how cool, how light, how dark. Yeah. So winter, to understand it better, just think brightness, coolness, high contrast. That's the best way to remember winter. Okay.
All right. So we have the first one, which is the winter colors,
yeah.
and then the second.
The second is the summer. Okay, so again, that's cool, but it's more muted. It's not as bright as the winter contrast. So it's much more muted. You know, again, blue undertones for the coolness, but it's not as stark and as strong as the winter. Okay, then you have the autumn. So more muted, more kind of blended, earthy, very rich. So you've got the browns, the oranges, you know, cream, chocolate brown, coffee brown, mahogany, that kind of coloring. So it paints a really good picture, but they all look very kind of soft and very muted. So it hasn't got the high contrast that, for example, the winter has. And then you have the spring, which is bright like the winter, but it's more sunny, it's warmer, and so on. Yeah.
So why should we really be interested in all these?
Okay, because every time you buy an outfit, I mean, I'm sure this is what you do when you go to the shop or when you're getting stuff. Color, you can't get away from it, and you're going to wear it. As far as I'm concerned, why pay money and not look wonderful in your clothes? Okay, so for your clothes and even for your makeup, if you're winter, then the bright colors, the pinks, the reds, the cool blues, and the grays will suit you more. And if you're in autumn, then you want to go for the more bronzy, the golden, the muted colors. So yes, you pay attention because you're buying it anyway. But rather than buy it blindly, be informed as to what suits you. And as today's woman, you need to be aware of what works for you and what doesn't. So then you don't have a whole wardrobe of clothes, and like you said, still nothing to wear.
Yeah, sure. But on your own, can't you figure out what can best suit you?
There'll be a lot of guesswork, okay? But once you've had the service professionally, you get 33, and I'll show you the color palette. For example, it's one of the color palettes. This is the winter one, for example. You get 33 colors, which would always look good on you. So rather than spend money buying a brown suit, a black suit, a gray suit, an orange suit, a black suit, you can know to stick to, okay, maybe black, navy, and gray, all right? And then these same colors will very easily coordinate with your shirts and your blouse. You go for the whites, you go for the icy colors, so white with a hint of color to create your contrast. So rather than buy everything you see on sale, you can be more selective. You're being kind of empowered in knowing that I'm buying this not because somebody had it on TV or because it was in a magazine or because it's the latest trendy color. It's because it works for me.